And welcome back. Well, there's so much information out there about what to eat and what not to eat. Is butter okay or even good for us? What about fish oil? How much salt is too much? Eggs? That's a whole nother thing. Today, a health expert is here to help us sort out all the studies and recommendations. Dr. Michael Roizen is here to explain what you need to know about fats, sodium, carbs, and sugar. Good morning to you, doctor.
Good morning, Tiffany.
I think this is so confusing. People have no clue what's good, what's bad anymore. The FDA came out with new recommendations. Can you break them down for us? Because I hear one of the things that's really important now is adding more fish.
Right. The FDA, and the only reason they came out with new recommendations is we were following their recommendations so well that they were afraid they were miscommunicated. So their recommendation was to avoid the fish with mercury in it during pregnancy and while breastfeeding. So those are 5 fish: swordfish, shark, tilefish, blue tuna, and mackerel. So they were avoiding, they said avoid those. Well, women were doing so well, they were avoiding all fish. And that caused the level of DHA to be too low for your child's development of brain function and eyesight. So what they said is they want people, pregnant women, in fact all people should do it, but especially pregnant women and breastfeeding, to get 2 to 3 servings of fish such as salmon or anchovies or sardines or white tuna a week during pregnancy and during breastfeeding. They want you to get 200 milligrams of DHA a day, which is what is necessary for your child's brain and eyesight development. And to get that, you can get 2 to 3 servings of fish. If you don't like fish, you can get it in fortified food or in supplements. It's 3 letters, 200 milligrams DHA a day.
I think this is so fantastic what you just said for so many people, and I can't tell you how many times I've heard friends who are pregnant say, I can't have sushi. And is sushi part of this? Does it matter if the fish is raw or if it's cooked?
Well, the reason we don't want pregnant women to have sushi, so there is that admonition, don't have sushi while pregnant, is correct, because the sushi has a lot of unfortunately, there is sushi with infectious disease with it that is done away with by the normal stomach or doesn't affect the child as much. So you want to have baked, broiled, or roasted fish, even barbecued fish, not fried fish during pregnancy. And as I said, salmon, anchovies, sardines, white tuna, the tuna in cans is in fact healthy, and you want 2 to 3 servings. If you don't like fish or you're confused by it, just get it in food, but look on the label. You want 200 milligrams of DHA a day. If you don't get it in fortified food, get it in supplements. Most prenatal vitamins have about 32 milligrams in them. You want a little more than that. 200 milligrams a day is what the FDA is advising for normal brain development of the child and normal eyesight development.
Great breakdown. I appreciate that. That was really helpful for people who are watching. How about saturated fats? Time magazine was just recently heralded for having butter on the front of their cover, saying saturated fats aren't bad for us anymore. What's the truth in there?
Well, that's BS, bad science. So, if you will, saturated fat is better than trans fat. But a little evil doesn't make it a good. For you to have good, we know, that 4-legged animal fat, 2-legged animal skin, palm and coconut oil increase your pain and arthritis, increase your risk of cancer, increase your risk of heart disease, stroke, memory loss, impotence, even wrinkles of your skin, because they change the bacteria inside your gut to produce things that are inflammatory and cause that in your blood. Stronger than, in fact, correlates with heart disease than is blood pressure or even high LDL cholesterol. So you want to avoid 2 of the 5 food felons. There are only 5 foods to avoid. Trans fat and saturated fat are 2 of them. Simple sugar, syrups, added syrups, and non-100% whole grains are the other 3. Everything else is good for you. So you want to have monounsaturated and polyunsaturated. So nut oils or nuts are healthy. Avocados. If you want to spread on 100% whole grain bread in the morning, avocado's a great spread. It tastes wonderful and it's healthy for you, gives you more energy and vitality for the long run.
Dr. we're out of time. In just a few words, can you tell us what the truth is about sodium?
In sodium, for those with salt-sensitive hypertension, a really small fraction, 0.5% of hypertensives have it. You know it. If you cut out sodium, your blood pressure will drop 20 or 30 points. Those people definitely avoid sodium. The rest of us, they want us to decrease our sodium. That's a population benefit, not an individual benefit. So really, for the fact of sodium will raise blood pressure a little bit, but if you do have sodium, have it with iodine, because you avoid thyroid problems with that. So you want to get the sodium with iodine, and you want to gradually reduce it for the health of the nation. For your health, it doesn't matter unless you've got salt-sensitive high blood pressure.
All right. Thanks so much for being with us here on the Morning Blend, Doctor. We appreciate it.